If you have problems with falling asleep, staying asleep, or you're stressed out, or just throughout the day you're like, "Ugh," you have no energy, or you have diabetes, then you should take magnesium glycinate or bisglycinate 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep every single night. So, what I did is I watched this particular video by this doctor. I'll link it in the description. And basically, I started taking like every single hour, I or every single night, 1 hour to 30 minutes before I slept. I took magnesium bisglycinate along with vitamin D. And at first, for the first few nights, there wasn't really any difference. I didn't really feel or notice anything. But after the second or third night, I started to notice that my hunger during intermittent fasting started to go down. Because I do like intermittent fasting, and I try to do keto, but fasting is what I do. I also started to become less sleepy. And sometimes, like, I woke up from my sleep just this morning, actually, and I was like, yo, that was like a really good sleep that I had. And that that happened right after I started taking magnesium as well with vitamin D3. And the most noticeable effect and the most enjoyable effect that I've had was the fatigue and difficulty concentrating became less. So one time, literally today, I was studying for this test that I'm gonna take in here, and I studied about 30 minutes after I ate some large carb meal. And usually, when you eat food and you try to focus afterwards, it's very hard to do so. It's so hard, especially for me. It's been in my experience like impossibly hard to focus after I ate a meal. But after I started taking magnesium bisglycinate and also a few other things besides that, but imme- immediately after I started taking this, it started to feel like I could actually stay awake when I did my work. Because when every time I ate carbs, like a meal, and then I started to work after that, I'd literally, as I'm reading the text, I'd be like, I'd be like, oh, I have to reread the same sentence like 4 times in a row because I keep falling asleep. And it's so hard to focus, except when I started taking this, it's like the sleepiness started to go away. It was still there, but it started to go away. And I was able to focus on the task way better. And I was thinking, yo, this thing actually works. I should make a video about this. And here it is. So, just the whole mechanism is when you take magnesium as well as vitamin D3, it it increases the amount of deep sleep that you have. And deep sleep, the big wavy sleep that you get in your sleep, that's the one that that's the most restorative sleep stage that you go through. The more deep non-REM sleep that you go through, the more energy you'll feel, and the less insulin resistance that you have. Because nowadays, 90% of people have something called insulin resistance. And insulin resistance just means that your body is not efficient at converting glucose to energy. And if your brain has no energy, then it's actually physically impossible for you to focus, electrically possible, physiologically, all in every aspect, harder to do anything if you have insulin resistance. And magnesium glycinate or bisglycinate can actually reduce all of that. So the protocol is every single night, 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep. So if I sleep 10 p.m. Every day at 9 to 9:30, I'll take 400 milligrams of my magnesium bisglycinate. Men need like 300 to 400. Women need 200 to 300. So I'll take 4 of these per uh, night. I'd also take 10,000 IU of vitamin D. So at least 10,000. The reason why you want to take vitamin D with magnesium is because magnesium doesn't really work without vitamin D. It's like a car without wheels and wheels without a car. You need both of these things. Both of these things. Right? This is the car, this is the wheel. The car can't go anywhere without the wheel, and the wheel is kind of useless without the car. So you need both. So I take these two every single night before I go to sleep, and like I don't regret it at all. I'm not gonna go off of this probably till the rest of my life. So the question for you now is, when are you going to start taking magnesium and vitamin D3? 15 minutes after the video? 1 day after the video? 1 week? Only the people who apply what they learn quickly deserve happiness and success. Therefore, as soon as this video ends, as soon as the red bar on the bottom of the screen reaches the end, that's when you should immediately go out, buy some of this and also this, and you just start taking this every single night before you go to bed. And it's been like the deepest, most restorative sleep that I've had in so long. And my concentration, my energy, my hunger, my weakness, my fatigue on intermittent fasting, all of it has improved. Make life worth living. All right. See you later.